Challenge is back on MTV, and it's bolder than ever.
Yes, if you are not familiar with the show, it pits cast members from the real world and road rules against each other.
Joining us now to talk about one of the originals on the show, and now executive producer Mark Long. Mark, Karen and I were just sitting here wondering, how do you go from being a contestant to being an executive producer, and now you're a contestant back on the show? How do you do all this?
Well, let me tell you something. I like to call myself a player coach. And as we move down the rabbit hole of developing the show, myself and MTV and Paramount Plus decided, how could I not be on the show when I rose this thing out of social media fever and brought this thing back? So as soon as that happened, my executive producer skills kind of went on the back burner, and I didn't know any of the format. I didn't know any of the games, so I did not have a competitive advantage at all. But it was nice to be back in the house and strapping back on the Speedo after all these years, guys.
All right, so let's say you're living under a rock, and you're young, and you're going to see this for the first time. Explain the show to us.
This show touches on all your nostalgic heartstrings. If you grew up with the challenge, I brought back 22 people that are familiar faces that were epic icons of the franchise. But it's still, even if you're not familiar with them, it has all of the elements of a competitive reality show. It has alliances, it has crying, it has laughter, it has hookups, it has eliminations, physical competitions, mental warfare. So if you're a fan of competitive shows, sprinkled in with lots of fun, because I wanted to keep that OG feel of having a good time, this is the show for you. And the response has been amazing from the fans and the press alike. It's great.
Yeah, I watched the first episode with the water competition, and I'm like, I can do this. I can do this better than they can. I've got to have an opportunity to be on this show. But that's, I guess, in the past. So I kind of describe it as Big Brother meets Survivor meets Gladiator Warriors. It's an unbelievable show. You are 6'3", 220, and a size 15 shoe. Who can beat you?
Well, I want to say this. I approached everyone with these words of wisdom. This is not going to be a show where we're playing tug of war every episode. There's going to be mental warfare, puzzles. There's going to be trivia, which is a great, funny episode. And there's also going to be a lot of height stuff. So whether you're 6'3", 220 or 5'8", 140 pounds, I'd like to say everyone shows up each day with a very good chance of winning. And you forgot to mention, I know you watched the first episode, but what they left out was the water was 49 degrees. So I don't know how you are in cold water, but everyone's body started shutting down.
I knew it was cold. I didn't realize it was that cold.
Well, and the shooting is also beautiful, right? Argentina?
Argentina was amazing, and we had our eliminations every couple days on top of this huge mountain. And when I say the views from up there was amazing, you could see the volcano, you could see llamas, panthers, foxes, coyotes, horses, cows. So it was like being in the middle of the wilderness with the greatest backdrop ever. And, I think it's only true to bring back the best of the best and have the best location, because our house was crazy too. An amazing cabin.
Now, what's the challenge aftermath? Can you explain a little bit about that?
So the challenge aftermath is kind of like the old school challenge after show. They bring a couple contestants or a couple competitors from each show back. And what we do is we talk about the first series, whether it was the drama of the series, or if someone had beef in the series, or who excelled in the series. So it's the after show that kind of reviews the show that just aired. And that'll be airing every week. So if you're a fan of the show, we have the aftermath. We're getting ready to do a big reunion show. And like I said, I knew this show was going to be successful because we had 5 million people watch just the trailer in a week. And those numbers are crazy. So Paramount Plus is thrilled. I'm thrilled. And I could see this going many, many, many seasons.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Mark. You're easy on the eyes. That's enough reason to watch right there. And pretty much so is the rest of the cast. So congratulations, and we wish you great success.
Thank you. And just remember, always remember, you stated my stats. always remember what I can do with that size 15. You know what I'm saying?
I heard, Mark. I heard. That's pretty funny.
Well, thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you,
us.
guys.
Have a great day, Mark. Nice to talk to you.
You can find the show right on Paramount Plus, where they're
It's
starting to
totally
stream.
addicting. I'm not even kidding.
The rabbit hole of reality TV. You just go down,
I just
right?
go right down, right down.